Hello everyone, and welcome to Bella Healing Therapy, where we help raise people's consciousness through energy work, such as massage, Reiki, tarot, and other divinations. So if this is something that you're interested in, please hit like, comment, subscribe. Let us know that you're watching so that we can continue to make videos like so. And as always, take what flows, let the rest go. You're the only true divine oracle of your life. So you take these messages as they may and let the rest go. You have the power to kind of change anything that comes through as well. If you don't resonate with it, then just push it to the side. Don't let it sink into your mind, because you really are the person that decides how your life goes. Take these messages as kind of like help and guidance, but not like the 100% this is the way it has to be. Even though this is going to be a pretty generic reading, because this is your weekly message from Spirit. So some guidance for the week ahead, kind of things that you might want to look out for, things that might kind of help you get through the week. And yeah, let's just see what kind of comes through. First, I like to just play the little sound bowl for a minute just to kind of clear the energies and get in tune. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and breathe out. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Goddess deck tarot. Message from Spirit for the collective for the week ahead. A message that is in the highest well-being of all for the week ahead. A message from Spirit that is in the highest well-being of all for the week ahead. So we have the Six of Staves, we have the Two of Staves, so what I believe this is saying is that for the week ahead, we have two ways of going about things. We can either be positive and look at the brighter side of things, or we can stay negative and, stay in like this, like really low vibrational mentality. So if we kind of change the way that we think about something, then we can see the brighter side of things. So gratitude is always like the number one thing. When you're so focused on what you don't have in your life, you end up getting more of that negativity and you don't seem to accomplish as much as you would like. But if you remain grateful for the things in your life, like say you're grateful for the money that's in your bank account, you're grateful for being able to pay a bill, you're grateful for being able to pay rent. And then in return, you'll be able to get more funds, more positivity, more creative things will manifest that can create more money for you to be able to pay more of those bills. I mean, even if there's bills that you can't pay, like say you're not able to pay your rent, well, thank God or the universe that you're able to still have a roof over your head at the moment, no matter what your financial situation is. And then focus more on the positive side of things, and then you'll get more of that positivity in return. The Six of Staves is like reason to celebrate, so something to, be grateful for. So the accomplishments that you do have in your life, Instead of, focusing on all that you don't have and kind of putting yourself into a depression and then not pursuing your dreams, not working, just sitting on the couch, watching TV, letting yourself get sucked in and not fulfilling your dreams. And it's one thing to be wishful and hope for the things to work out, right? Because you want to put that energy out there. But at the same time, you have to remain grounded and make action steps for that. If you want a house, you can't just sit there and, oh, God is going to give me a house. I know that it's going to work out. One day I'm just going to get keys to a house magically. No, it doesn't really work like that. Sometimes it does. And if it does, then great. Congratulations. But for most people, you have to put in a little bit of work, a little bit of effort. As soon as you start doing that, then things start to kind of fall in place for you to get there much easier than you would have if you were being negative. So if you're, have an action plan for whatever it is that you want, don't expect things to go exactly like that plan because, it is a divine plan. So God or a spirit, or the universe is going to come in and do whatever it is that you need for your life. You may not see it, you may not understand it at that point in time, but know that things are going just the way that they're supposed to. So in your plan, be open to things changing and to things coming a different way, because maybe it's for the better. So, in order for us to really stay into a happy, positive mentality, we just need to stay in that positivity. So stay in a circle of positive people. If there's anyone negative in your life that you can't really seem to get away from, find a way. Say if you live with them and you're stuck in the same room and you can't stand them anymore, go on a walk by yourself. Go meditate on the balcony or something, take a drive just to kind of get away from that, because we don't really notice how much other people affect us. So if you're in a house full of people and everyone's watching the news, complaining, making you scared, making you nervous, making you feel sick and depressed, then get away from that. Get away from them. You may not be able to do it all the time, but take those little moments for yourself so that you can be happy and so that you can come back grateful for having those people in your life, because they are still teaching you something at the end of the day, right? So let's see what the oracle cards have to say. These are the Archangel Raphael healing cards. Archangel Raphael, what healing message do you have for the whole universe, the whole world that is in the highest well-being of all? So it's children. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. So we don't really realize how much our actions affect the little ones around us. They might not even be our children, but your nieces, your nephews, they see the way that you act and then they're learning from that. So even if you think they're too young and they won't understand what's happening, they do. They see it, they feel it, they understand in their own way, right? So the kids also have this inner child. Well, we all have this inner child. So to be able to relate to children and have them bring out that inner child in us brings us back to happier times when things weren't so stressful. So when you think oh, I wish I was a kid again, that's because you wish you had that inner child feeling again. So hanging around little children or, people who have that inner child out in the open will bring it out of you more. So being around little kids who are still innocent and free of all the toxicity in life and have no judgment or anything on anyone can help you bring out that side of yourself in you that's been hiding, that's been kind of pushed down because of all of what's going on in the world, in your life, in the moment, in the past. So reconnect with that little kid that's inside of you, and by doing so, you will be much happier, lighter, and kind of ease through all the stress that's going on. So this week ahead, let's focus on being happy about what is in our lives and trying to pull out that inner child. So think about what you used to do as a kid that made you happy. Was it rollerblading? I like rollerblading. I recently picked that up again. I might not be the best at it, and I'm trying really hard not to break a wrist or an ankle. But it's fun and it brings me joy. So anything like that, maybe make a list of things that you used to do as a kid that made you happy and try and do that for the week ahead. And instead of focusing on negative things and being around negative people, right? So I think that's it for the message from Spirit for the week. I'm trying to keep these a little bit shorter. I don't want to go too long. Sometimes it ends up being like a half hour and too many cards, and they all kind of have the same message. So I'm just going to stick to tarot and then an oracle card. So let me know if you guys like this and the way that I'm kind of laying it all out. And if you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, message me down below. You already know. Let's go. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.